Have you ever been tested for parasites?
You can't grow up and look like me if you play video games all day.
I'm Corey Bowen. I ride BMX bikes. That's my day to day.
Back in the States, I'm getting my final checkup from Dr. Knight, and I want the good news,
Corey had sustained a ligament injury to the scapholunate ligament, which holds the two main bones in the wrist. We went in and arthroscopically put the two bones back in place, put several little stainless steel pins between the two bones that held those rigidly in place for 8 weeks, and then started a 3-month rehab course.
Go in there, he does my range of motion test, my strength tests and whatnot.
See what you got here, this is a moment of truth. Well, that's normal. You were weak last time I saw you.
Yeah, been eating me veggies. Been doing things right.
Yeah, I don't see a reason for follow-up other than if you need me, so.
Unreal. Well, it's been great, man.
All right,
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And he's like, well, you know what? It's looking good. I'm going to give you the okay to go and ride. And I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Make them gardens grow. It does feel good to be flying through the trails. It's a feeling that you just miss and then all of a sudden you get to do it again, so it's like, I don't know, it makes me happy.
At Red Bull, I wanted to do this blood test I've been hearing about. So the guy comes back a few weeks later with the results and lays it on me, man, jeez.
I'm almost wondering if you've got a little bit of the start of a thing called leaky gut syndrome.
Yeah? And he tells me that, okay, there's a couple of things we can be worried about. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Have you ever been tested for parasites or anything?
No, nothing.
Okay.
So I sit down with the guy for almost like 2 hours and he's giving me the whole rundown on this stuff and I'm just like taking it in.
Your testosterone came back a little bit on the low side of normal.
So when my missus tells me I got too much testosterone,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can show her
you
this.
actually don't.
And he's like, okay, well, this is what you need to do. You need to change your life completely. And I'm like, all right, sick. Like here I am thinking like I'm doing pretty good and nothing.
You just had a lot of random little things showing up.
Damn, I gotta get rid of that fridge that's next to my bed.
Mad changes have got to be done. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to become like an athlete of some sort.
You're way up there in arsenic.
Then he tells me like the arsenic issue I was like pretty concerned about because that's like poison in my body just taking me down.
And that's how in the Dark Ages they would kill people, was to basically make it so that you wouldn't be able to produce energy and you'd just die. Yeah. No, that's
Full of arsenic.
Yeah, he's got like toxic levels of arsenic.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
How's that sentence?
Like, has Jack Daniels got anything to do with arsenic? And he assured me it doesn't, so I was like, all right, move on to the next.
This is going to make a big change. Now I'm going to become superhuman or something. If we get pulled over though, no bro. Blaming you.
Ride and Seek. It's Red Bull's little project. We just hit the road with a bunch of BMXers and had a good old time, and we got a great crew lined up, and I'm looking forward to getting on the road and riding full time. Looking forward to being back on the bus with Eddie.
Oh damn, casualty!
The first stop of the trip was Austin, and I've never been to Austin before, and as soon as I got there I could tell the vibe was sick.
Hats off to y'all because it takes ironclad to do the shit that y'all do. There you go. He is a bad, you know what.
Crazy motherfucker.
We headed over to Empire BMX store because they just built this brand new ramp out the back.
Shout out to Stu John. Gotta give a shout out to Stu.
You know, like being off my bike for 6 months, this was my first official session, like getting back into it and just handling it.
Felt good, man, eh? Just getting thrown in there, just fucking get into it. It's good, man, pumping around.
Drew heard about a little mini ramp and he ventured off. I did hear there was a little gathering of the locals just revving him up and giving him a cheer.
We kind of ventured off from the rest of the crew and stopped at a little random cement mini ramp.
Big boy coming.
Pretty much telling him what to do on his bike right now.
Hey, you, get down the
You gonna be my director?
No. Go!
Well, you sound like one.
Thank you. Go! Oh, that is so awesome! He's still alive! And he's flying!
Flipping hips is not that bad. Like, you take off like a straight back flip, but when you get to the point where you stop seeing something, you just look down over your shoulder and you can see the landing the whole time. All it is a straight back flip, but you just watch the landing the whole time, and that will naturally like barrel your flip out. You can always adjust because there's never a blind spot. It's like they're not as hard as you think they are. Like I love it. It's a super fun trick, and you can pretty much do it wherever you want. We'll ride it for a sec. I ended up having a fun little session on it, so I'm psyched.
Never been to T1 before, and Joe Rich, Terrible One, is like one of my favourite guys to look up to in the BMX world. Joe's already mid-session, just flowing his yard. Growing up as a kid, Joe Rich was like huge. Joey Garcia and Joe Rich, like guys I really looked up to, you know. So it was great just to see Joe in his natural habitat just killing it. Drew, I see him sitting on the deck just looking, thinking, and all of a sudden he's just carving across the mini ramp, boom. Just dialed, man.
What can you say? It's ridiculous. Everywhere that dude goes, you're just like, really? What the fuck?
It's just great when you go places like that mean a lot to you. I had a great afternoon not even riding my bike. I was just chilling with Joe because it was good to catch up with him. Austin is known for like its good little bars. You can be into whatever you want and there's a spot to go. And we went to the bar and had a few, and you know, it was good just to have everyone together and just kicking it. Night turned out pretty well, and the next morning seen a few people in the lobby just struggling a little bit, but that's a good sign.
Yeah, about 11:30 last night we pulled into Houston, Texas.
We're going to ride some trails, and the bus pulls into like a shopping centre car park, and I see this like Conan the Barbarian looking machine riding a bike around waiting for us to arrive. I'm like, dude could break heads. And so like we get out and everyone meets AJ. You're expecting this crazy weapon, and he's the nicest guy ever. And he takes us to the trails, and what a scene, man.
This is it, 15 mate. Feels awesome.
He looked like meat a couple weeks ago, and then he had to fix it up for us, and this is the end result.
That and Twinkies. Don't be knocking no Twinkies. I had a fried Twinkie at the rodeo. Holy shit.
here and just like see this little setup and just like start flying through with the boys. It's what I wanted, it's what I need, it's good times, man.
So this is our little playground for the weekends. A lot of us are older guys, grew up riding BMX and teaching new kids how to ride. Keeps kids out of trouble and keeps them from playing video games. Because you can't grow up and look like me if you play video games all day. I'm just kidding. We've been working on these trails for about 7 years now, and the city's coming through and they're trying to take this place down. They've had a couple meetings with the neighborhood. The neighborhood would like to see them stay. We'd like to see them stay. It's good for the community. We keep the place clean, so hopefully they'll cut us a break. Let that fucking hair down. I can't, it'll catch on fire if I let this hair down. My hair is basically metal as fuck. My mom wants me to cut it, but I'll cut her before I cut my hair.
That is metal.
Yeah. But I still love her. I love her, but it's for the cause. Seriously, I'm not joking. I wouldn't cut my hair. It's pretty amazing.
Next time on Wizard of Oz.